I've actually just received something exciting. Natural herbs for hens. It's essentially a really good way to just keep your hens relaxed and calm, and you just put it straight into their nesting box or where they sleep. I just wanted to try this out for when we get these new hens, just to keep them as calm as possible. So it's quite tricky, I've heard. Obviously we'll see how it goes, but when you introduce new hens, because you're kind of disrupting their current pecking order and they have to go through their pecking order all over again to try and establish a new one. It is the evening now, the last evening before we go and view the new chickens tomorrow. So I'm just going to put some of these herbs in the chickens' bed. Hey Chili. Clarissa, it's your last night. Just you. You're gonna get new chicken friends. This is their lovely blue house that I'm sure you saw from the first video. They lay their eggs in what's meant to be the bed and they sleep in the nesting box. So I'm just gonna sprinkle these herbs in both. I'm just gonna get a small handful. Obviously you don't need loads. And I'm just gonna sprinkle a bit. You like those herbs, chickies? Good night. Good night. Your last night together. So today is the day we are going to look at and hopefully pick up 2 new chickens. I'm going to make sure that the feeders are full and they've got enough fresh water as well. I also need to get the cat carrier, which is the box that we collect them in, but we're going to pick them up at 5 o'clock. You ready for 2 new friends? So we just got home from picking them up. Here they are. Hello chickies. So yeah, we got one grey one, which is a bluebell, and one speckledy, which is, yeah, black and white speckles. I'm just gonna leave the door open. They're in there. And here's Clarissa, head hen. Just gonna seek it out. Hello. Hello, new chicken. Hello. So it's the first evening. The chickens have actually just taken themselves to bed, and I'm just going to go and check so I can close the door. So I'll just go in quietly. Oh, actually they're all down there. Wow. Oh, that's lovely. Well done. Good night, chickens. Good morning. It is 5:40 a.m. I'm in my pyjamas. I'm just going to let the chickens out. It's good to let them out first thing, just so that they can have their own space. Good morning, Chili. Oh, and morning, Clarissa. So that's a very good sign. They're coming straight out, have a little stretch, and having your breakfast. Now here comes speckledy hen. Clarissa and Chili are wary, but good morning. Morning update. I've been sat in the chicken coop for maybe 10 minutes. Clarissa and Chili are out. They're eating, but they also keep stopping and kind of making a low noise. The new chickens haven't quite come out yet. I think they're a bit cautious. So I think I'm just going to leave them. I'll let them do their thing and then I'll come back and show you an update a bit later. It's now 2 minutes to 9. Chili and Clarissa have both been inside, I think laying an egg. Oh yeah, look, 2 eggs there, but the new ones are still there. So it's been about 36 hours since we brought the chickens home. And all day yesterday and now today, I don't know, I think you can just see their feet. I'll show you properly. It's weird because at night, so they've had 2 nights now and they're like snuggling together fine. But it's just, yeah, in the day, they just kind of chase each other around. And then, yes, that's meant that these new ones are just staying inside. I don't want to rush them or anything. And hopefully they'll be okay. They're looking fine. I'm having to bring their food in here because they're not coming out, and some water as well. It's nearly the end of the second full day. It'll be the 3rd evening that we've had the new chickens. It's actually, yeah, really horrible to watch. So you can see here, Chili and Clarissa are on the floor. The speckled one, who we've actually now named Mabel, and this is Rosemary, the grey one. So Clarissa just jumped into the hen house and started, jumping up at the chickens. The grey one jumped out. Chili then kind of chased her around, and now she's jumped up onto this perch. So the good thing is that it's good for them to have spaces that are slightly higher up where they feel a bit safer they can go to, so they're not on the same level. So that's why it's good that we've got this hen house. I've just been keeping that door open all day, and then that perch as well that they can jump onto. So yeah, hopefully it'll be okay tomorrow. I think each day will hopefully be a bit better. It looks really horrible and stressful for us, but it is just what chickens do. Chickens, why aren't you friends with the new ones? Look, you're friends with Tilly, she's fine. Okay, so it's now day 3. The new chickens, Rosemary and Mabel, were still staying inside. They weren't moving all day, still so scared, whilst Chili and Clarissa were just going about their day. So I'll show you properly in a minute. It's super bright today, but I've just let Rosemary and Mabel, well, I haven't let them, I had to pick them up and put them outside of the hen house, and Chili and Clarissa are just over there, you can see. So they're out of the chicken run so that the new chickens can just explore by themselves. Chili and Clarissa, super sunny today, enjoying their time outside, digging, completely oblivious. Very nervous, but much better now, being able to explore. Even look at Rosemary sunbathing, having a dust bath, really enjoying themselves without being stressed and running around. So yeah, this is a good sign. I'm hoping that they can get more comfortable with the space and just get to know it a bit. Having a nice dust bath, wow. Chickies, can you see the new chickens in there? You don't care? Okay. So it's it's Wednesday today. So it's not like vicious pecking, like they're not, I mean, fingers crossed it doesn't turn into this. But it's not, they're not breaking the skin, it's not any like blood or anything, they're just pecking them. But it's really made me think that, like, if this is just chickens establishing their pecking order, what is it like for all those chickens that are kept in these commercial places where there's literally thousands of them squashed together? Which is obviously one of the main reasons why I got these chickens, because I do not want to buy supermarket eggs anymore. Yeah, it's horrible. And I mean, not only that, but even all the meat industry, you know, all these, not even stories anymore, like facts that you hear about how animals are kept, like before they're slaughtered for our consumption, in all of these places there that provide for supermarkets. They're not farms, they're not, you know, I know, Chili, it's horrible. Yeah, I don't know, I kind of wanted to record this part of the video now because I was just thinking that if everyone saw how stressful it is for these chickens just when their pecking order is being established, it really feels really quite upsetting. And I think that's because I was trying to think of why it is, because I've seen so much stuff like in the wild and, you know, it's like a lot more brutal than this. But I think it's because I was thinking, like, I've put these chickens in this situation, I've got 2 new chickens, I've disrupted the pecking order, like it's my fault, like I've caused this stress. And I just think this is like a temporary and natural situation in terms of chickens establishing their pecking order, and chickens like to be in bigger groups together, so in the long run it's going to be good. But, you know, I just think if everyone saw scenes like this that happen like all day and how scared these chickens are, I think they would really think differently about where their food is coming from and if they want to continue supporting those industries and those practices. My fear is that it might have been delaying them establishing their pecking order and then bonding by me keeping that open, which meant that they were just running in there and then able to just hide there all day. So I've closed that door and I'm just going to see how it goes, but I'm working outside today and keeping an eye on them, so yeah, I'm hoping it'll be okay. So I've put Chili and Clarissa outside. You might actually be able to see them in the background. So they're preening themselves, which is still really good behaviour. Day 6, I think. And yeah, the chickens are alright, no change really, but the new ones, you can see them here, are getting a little more comfortable exploring the coop. They're obviously just out here and fine because Clarissa and Chili are outside, they're just exploring on the grass. So I've been doing this every day, and yeah, keeping the actual hen house doors closed so they can't run in there and hide, because they were just staying in there all day, and I do feel like that was probably delaying the bonding process, if we can call it bonding. So they're scratching around and doing all the normal things that chickens should be doing. I think if they weren't doing those normal things then I'd be a bit worried, but they seem to be fine. Possibly a little bit of progress. We've got Clarissa here eating corn. Chili here was just eating some as well. And then over here we've got Rosemary eating corn. So I think this is one of the first times she is on the ground. They're both on the ground eating at the same time, and they're being okay about it. Mabel is up there. She was down on the floor, but I think she got a bit scared, so she jumped up. But yeah, it's great. It's day 8 and we've made a little bit of progress, I think. So here's Chili and Clarissa enjoying an apple core, and then here are the other two on the floor doing their thing for the first time. So I'm trying to distract them, Chili and Clarissa, with bits of food that they find really exciting. And just a few days ago I think they would have completely ignored that and waited until they'd chased the new chickens up onto a higher perch, but now they seem a little less worried about that and are kind of letting them do their thing while they enjoy their snack. So hopefully it's a little bit of progress. Day 8. It's day 13, I think. Just letting Chili and Clarissa out. Yeah, we've had some good progress actually. So Rosemary and Mabel are still getting chased a little bit, but their confidence has grown hugely. They're not getting chased anywhere as much, and it doesn't seem to be as vicious either. It's almost just like a little peck just to show them where their place is, which is promising. So they're still a little bit shy whenever I go towards them, but that is exactly what Clarissa and Chili did at that age as well. But they're eating normally. They both love a dust bath. It's coming into spring now, so, well, it's April, so we've had a few days of nice sun. So they're enjoying sunbathing, they're digging a lot, they're eating well, so it all seems to be okay. They're also still snuggling up together every night, which is really good as well, and just so lovely to see. It's definitely taught me just a lot of patience, which is what nature always seems to be teaching me. It is day 17 and we have some progress. For the first time, the chickens are all eating together. They're all able to stay on the floor without being chased up. And actually, the new chickens have started coming out by themselves when Clarissa and Chili, they're just under that chair, when they come out. So they're exploring a bit more as well. They seem happier and calmer, and yeah, just doing well together. They're still getting chased a little bit and pecked a little bit, but it's more kind of just making sure they know their place in the pecking order rather than anything super vicious. So yeah, there they are. I'm not sure if they've figured out their pecking order in terms of like number 1, 2, 3 and 4, because it's not just one chicken that's at the top and then the rest of them, they all have their specific place. So we'll have to keep kind of observing them over the next few days to see how they interact with each other now that they're not just chasing each other. This morning they are all drinking from the water bat at the same time. Here comes Clarissa. Oh, this is actually incredible progress. This is the first time they've done that, and we are on day 20. No pecking, all being really close, enjoying that water. Clarissa's going in to lay her egg. Well done, Clarissa. Today is day 22, and I'm so pleased to say that the chickens are getting along so well. All 4 of them eating grass together, chilling together, being fine together, and yeah, it's just really lovely. It's really nice. So I think this has just showed that I just needed a lot of patience. It's really important to leave the chickens to kind of do their thing. And I think it was definitely good to be closing the coop and taking the new chickens out, because I think by them staying in there all day, obviously not only was it meaning that they weren't having any food or any water all day, but also I think that was probably delaying the kind of bonding and pecking order process a little bit. I might be wrong, but that's just my personal experience. So it seemed to work well, and now yeah, it's so lovely just to see all 4 of them together. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you've enjoyed it. I hope that you've learned a lot about chickens and how to introduce new ones. And of course, if you have any questions at all, just let me know in the comments, and make sure you are subscribed to my channel.